Making English easy for everyone.
Speak English with Jay and May.
Hey, English learners. Welcome back to Speak English with Jay and May, your cozy little place to build your English confidence. I'm May.
Hello, May, and hello, everyone. I'm Jay. How are you today, May?
I'm doing really well, Jay. Actually, this morning, I did something I used to hate. I woke up at 5 a.m. to exercise, and now I'm totally used to it.
Wait, you used to hate it, but now you're used to it? May, those sound almost the same. Are they the same thing?
No, and that is exactly what we're talking about today. 3 phrases that confuse so many English learners. Used to, be used to, and get used to.
Oh, wow. Okay, I already have questions. But first, May, should we tell everyone something?
Yes, if this podcast is helping your English, please subscribe, like, share it with a friend, and turn on notifications. We make a new episode every single day, and you don't want to miss one.
Every day, people. Okay, May, let's start from the beginning. What is used to?
Okay, so used to. This one talks about the past, something that happened regularly in the past, but does not happen anymore.
You mean like a habit from the past that stopped?
Exactly. For example, I used to drink soda every day, but now I don't. I stopped. That habit is finished.
Oh, so used to means it was true before, but it's not true now. Got it.
Yes, and here's the structure. Super simple. You say subject plus used to plus base verb. That's it.
Base verb, you mean like the simple form? No ing, no ed?
Right. So you say I used to eat, not I used to eating. The verb stays in its simple original form.
Okay, give me more examples. I want to really feel it.
Sure. She used to live in Bangkok. They used to play football every weekend. He used to be very shy. All of these finished habits from the past.
Wait, he used to be very shy? So you can use it with the verb to be too?
Yes, totally normal. And this is where it gets interesting, because used to can describe old situations, not just habits. Like, this building used to be a school. It was a school before, but not anymore.
Oh, so it's not just about what people did, it's also about what things were. That's cool.
Exactly. And you know what? I want you, the listener, to think about your past for a second. What did you used to do as a child that you don't do now? Think about it. We'll come back to that at the end.
Oh, I love that. Okay, May. Now, what about the negative form? How do I say I didn't have that habit?
Great question. For negative, you say didn't use to. No D at the end of use this time. So, I didn't use to like vegetables, not didn't used to.
Oh, so in the negative, it's used to, without the D.
Yes, because didn't already carries the past meaning, so the verb goes back to its base form, used to, not used to.
That's a little tricky. What about questions?
Same thing. Did you use to live here? Not did you used to. Drop the D when did is already there.
Okay, so used to for the positive, didn't use to, and did you use to for negative and questions. Got it.
Perfect! You're getting it. And honestly, even some native speakers mix this up sometimes, so don't stress too much.
That actually makes me feel better. Okay, now, what about be used to? This one sounds different.
Oh yes, this one is completely different in meaning. Be used to means you are comfortable with something. It's familiar. It doesn't feel strange or hard anymore.
You mean like you've done it so many times that it feels normal now?
Exactly. For example, I live in a big city. There's always noise, cars, people, construction, and I am used to the noise. It doesn't bother me. It's just normal for me now.
Oh, so be used to is about your comfort level right now in the present.
Yes, but here's the important part. Be used to is followed by a noun or a verb with ing, not a base verb.
You mean like, I am used to noise. That's a noun. And I am used to living in the city. That's the ing verb.
Yes, perfect. You cannot say, I am used to live. That's wrong. It must be, I am used to living.
Okay, that's a really important rule. So after be used to, always use a noun or ing verb.
Right. And be changes depending on the subject. I am used to, she is used to, they are used to. It works in all tenses too. He was used to working nights, past. She will be used to it soon, future.
Oh, wow, so it's flexible. I like that. Can you give me a funny story about this? You always have great stories.
Oh, yes. Okay, so when I first moved to a cold country, I'm not going to say which one, I was freezing every day. I was wearing 3 jackets just to go to the store.
3 jackets?
3 jackets, 2 scarves, and a hat pulled all the way down to my nose. I looked like a snowman. But the people who lived there, they were just in t-shirts. T-shirts in the middle of winter.
No way. How?
Because they were used to it. The cold was completely normal for them. But for me, my body had no idea what was happening.
That's such a good example. So you were not used to the cold, but they were used to the cold. Same situation, totally different comfort levels.
Exactly. And that brings us perfectly to number 3, get used to.
Okay, I was wondering about that one. What does get used to mean?
Get used to is about the process. It means you are slowly becoming comfortable with something. You're changing, you are adapting.
Oh, so it's like the journey from not being comfortable to being comfortable.
Yes, perfect way to say it. So going back to my cold weather story, at first I was freezing, but slowly, after a few months, I started to get used to the cold. My body began to adjust.
So be used to is the destination, and get used to is the journey to that destination?
Oh, I love how you said that, Jay. Yes, exactly. Be used to, you're already there. Get used to, you're on the way.
That is such a clear way to think about it. Wait, what comes after get used to? Same rule, noun or ing?
Yes, same rule. Noun or ing verb. I'm getting used to the weather. She got used to waking up early. They will get used to their new school.
And get changes too, right? Getting, got, will get?
Exactly. Get behaves like a normal verb, so it changes with tense. I got used to it is past. I'm getting used to it is present continuous. I'll get used to it is future.
Okay, I want to make sure I have all 3 clear in my head. Can we do a quick side-by-side?
Great idea. Let's use the same topic, waking up early. Ready?
Ready?
Okay. I used to wake up at 10 a.m. Past habit. I don't do that anymore.
Got it. Past habit. Finished.
I am used to waking up at 6 a.m. I'm comfortable with it now. It feels normal.
Present comfort. It's familiar.
I'm getting used to waking up at 6 a.m. It's still a little hard, but I'm adjusting. I'm in the process.
Oh, so the difference between be used to and get used to is just whether you're done adjusting or still adjusting?
Yes, you've got it. Be used to, already comfortable. get used to, still becoming comfortable.
That is so clear. You know, I feel like a lot of learners mix up used to and be used to the most. Why do you think that is, May?
Honestly, because they look almost identical. Used to and be used to, same words, different structure, completely different meaning. It confuses even advanced learners.
Right. Like if someone says, I used to drive, and someone else says, I am used to driving. Those mean totally different things, but they sound similar.
Exactly. And this is where things change. The key is to look at what comes before and after. Is there a be verb before? Then it's about comfort. No be verb? Then it's about a past habit.
Oh, so the be verb is the clue. That's a really smart tip.
And another clue, what comes after? If it's a base verb, it's used to for past habits. If it's an ing verb or a noun, it's be used to or get used to.
Wait, here's the interesting part. Can we use all three in one story, like to show the full journey of something?
Oh, great challenge. Yes, absolutely. Let me try. Imagine someone who just started a new job. They say, I used to work from home, but my new job is at the office. Right now, I'm not used to commuting every day, but I'm slowly getting used to it. I think in a few weeks, I'll be used to it completely.
Wow, all three in one story. That's beautiful. Okay, so used to work from home, past habit, doesn't happen now.
Right.
Not used to commuting, not comfortable with it yet, present.
Yes.
Getting used to it, adjusting right now.
And will be used to it, future comfort. Almost there.
This is honestly one of those things where once you see it like that, it all just clicks. You know what I mean?
Totally. And I think for our listeners, the best thing you can do is use these in real life. Not just study them, but actually say them out loud.
Oh yeah, like talk to yourself if you have to. Practice these sentences about your life.
Yes, think about something you used to do, something you are now used to, something you are getting used to. 3 different sentences, 3 different phases of your life.
I love that. It makes grammar feel like storytelling, not like a test.
Exactly. Grammar is just the tool. Your life is the story.
Okay, May, I have one more question. A common mistake question. What do people get wrong most often?
Oh, good one. The biggest mistake? Using used to for present habits, like saying, I used to drink coffee every morning, when you still drink coffee every morning.
Oh, so if it's still happening now, you can't use used to.
Right. Used to is only for things that stopped. If it's still your habit, just say, I drink coffee every morning. Simple present.
That makes total sense. What's the second biggest mistake?
Saying, I am used to wake up early, instead of, I am used to waking up early. The ing is missing.
Ah, yes, you said that earlier. After be used to and get used to, it must be ing or a noun, never the base verb.
Never. Say it with me, everyone. I am used to waking up early. Say it out loud, really.
I love when you make the listeners do that. It really helps.
Because hearing it and saying it are 2 completely different things. Your mouth needs the practice, not just your ears.
Okay, so to wrap things up, we have 3 phrases. Used to, for past habits that stopped. Be used to, for present comfort with something familiar. Get used to, for the process of adapting to something new.
That's a perfect summary, Jay. Seriously, you could teach this now.
Maybe one day. All right, before we go, May, what's your question for the listeners today?
Okay, here it is. Think about your life right now. What is something that you are getting used to? Maybe a new city, a new job, a new routine, a new language like English? Write it in the comments. Say, I am getting used to, and finish the sentence. We read every single comment.
Yes, we do, and it's great English practice too. You're not just listening, you're producing language. That's how you really learn.
And if this episode helped you understand used to, be used to, and get used to, share it with one friend who's learning English. You'll help them so much.
One share can change someone's English journey, for real.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. Keep practicing, keep showing up. And remember, every day is a chance to get better.
See you tomorrow, everyone, because yes, we are back every single day.
Bye for now, English learners. You've got this.